Hello, you guys. So Miss Edger contacted me and said that you guys are about to do some research on two short stories, Harrison Bergeron and The Most Dangerous Game. Great stories, great stories. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you just a few little tips and tricks on navigating AVL to find your best resources for your paper. Okay, so let's get started. Okay. The first thing that I wanted to kind of share with you guys is that I know I've got links everywhere, but the easiest way to get to all these library links and stuff that I'm showing you is to go to the Bob Jones homepage. Here we are. And then when you kind of scroll just under the photo gallery where it has the little library icon, the little book, if you click on it, it will take you to Atrium. This is our OPAC. I'm sure you've heard me talk about this a million times. So, of course, those are ebooks. That's the library homepage. And then I've got some stuff about ACT. There's a link to AVL, and I'm going to show you AVL. And then this link right here will take you to that Symbaloo web mix where there's all those links for plagiarism and checking sources and doing works cited, all that kind of stuff. But let's just back up a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to click the AVL link. Okay. So once you're on AVL, you're going to select high school. And then it gives you this kind of topic menu. We're going to select literature and language. The database of choice that we're going to use for this research project is this fourth icon, Gale Literature. So when we open Gale Literature, we're going to do one of two things. We're going to search for either Harrison Bergeron, and it's going to say short story, okay? Or we're going to do The Most Dangerous Game. And let me just kind of explain a few things to you right now. So it says that we have 13 hits, but that just means that in all 13 of these articles, Harrison Bergeron, that short story, is at least mentioned, okay? But I want to make sure that the entire article is about that short story, not just mentioned in there. So when you go over to this right-hand filter your results section, click on subjects, and the subject that we want is Harrison Bergeron short story. Okay, so all 8, it just knocked out 5 of our sources. So that's 5 sources that we don't even have to look at. So all of these articles are in fact about that short story. One thing that I want to kind of share with you is this. If you notice that this first one, an overview of Harrison Bergeron, and then this other one that says Harrison Bergeron, they're in 2 separate sources. However, it is the exact same article. The short stories for students, that's one of those volumes that of criticism that I have, that I believe Miss Edger has made copies of that whole section for you guys. So this article, these first 2, they're the same one. So it doesn't matter which one you can use either one of those. Again, we've got Joseph Alvarez. And so one's in Gale Online Encyclopedia and the other one is Short Stories for Students. Again, exact same article, okay? And so what you want to do is you just want to just click on the title, okay? And so we're going to read this entire thing. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to use some keywords. So when you're writing about Harrison Bergeron, okay, and you're looking at the setting or the theme or these characters or the idea of equality, then you want to kind of use that Control F or Command F, whatever, you have. I have a MacBook, so I use command keys. And so we want to search for, let's say we want to search for equality, okay? So if you just type the root of that word, equal, then you get equality, equal, inequality, and all forms of that word. If you were to just write that one word, look, we only get 4 hits. So we're going to truncate our search term, okay, to that root word equal, and we've got 21 hits. So in this case, they're all highlighted, and we can just kind of toggle through this article using these arrows in our little search bar. So if you see something that you're like, oh my gosh, I really love this, Okay, so for example, let's say we wanted to select this little section right here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of highlight that whole sentence. Okay, and when we let go, we get this little toolbar. Let's say that we make it green. You can pick whatever color you want. You don't have to have green. And let's say that our keyword is, we're talking about equality. Okay, so in this little text box, these are where we're going to put all of our notes or annotations. So anything that we want to say, this quote is about equality. Hello, cannot spell. And states that blah, blah, blah. Okay, so on and so forth. All right, so when you have typed all of your annotations, everything that you really want to say, you want to make sure that you click this save button, okay? So keep in mind that if we go to the very next idea of equality or inequality, things like that, and that we want to highlight, you're going to make it, you're going to make it the exact same color because it's the same keyword, okay? We're going to make this one green. We're going to use, again, guys can't talk and spell at the same time. Y'all ever have that problem? Then we're going to put our little notes here and we're going to click save. Okay, so if we transition to a different keyword, okay, maybe we want to talk about what life is like during, 2081. Think about society. Okay, so I've got 15 references to society in this particular article. Now, let's say that I want to use this quote right here. I'm going to highlight it, but I'm not going to make it green because I've changed topics. Let's say that I make it, I'm going to make it green and pink. Oh, so cute, so cute. All right, so my keyword, society, okay, and then this is where I'm going to put my notes. Now, keep in mind, think about CDC. If we've got our claim about what we're saying about society, then the highlighted portion of this text becomes our data. That's our evidence. And anything that we type in this little box right here, that's our commentary. Okay, so again, we're going to save it. And we're just going to kind of toggle through this whole article and we're going to just color it up. We're going to put all of our notes and annotations until we have exhausted every bit of information. Now, keep in mind, it's always better to get more than you need because you don't ever want to have to go back and redo. So let's say that we've gotten all we want from this particular article, okay, by Carl Mallory. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the very top of our page where it says send to, but I need to sign in. So I'm going to sign in with my Google account. Okay, it knows who I am. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click send to, and I'm going to select Google Drive. So it should be in my Google Drive. Now, keep in mind that before you toggle away from this page, you want to make sure that you have checked your drive first before you leave the page, because any highlights, any annotations that you have will disappear if it's not saved. And this is our network sometimes. Okay, so I see, here's my article. Oop, there's my highlights. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so the beauty of this is that, and I kind of want to show you this because I leave it on this kind of outline. So if you click up here where it says view and you check next to show document outline, it will give you this little outline. So if I close it, see, so I want to view the document outline, boom. So this is a super fast way to scroll to all the good stuff that you have just highlighted and annotated in that article by just clicking where it says highlighted passages. Boom. There, you're at the bottom. Oh, so awesome. So awesome. Okay, now keep in mind that just above where it has highlighted passages, you have this source citation right here. So what you want to do is you want to triple click and you're going to copy and paste that. That will become your works cited page. Okay, so keep in mind that now that we've done this, we can navigate away from that page. So let's say that we wanted to research the Hello. Most dangerous game. Y'all, I'm telling you, I cannot type and talk. All right, so we're gonna search this one and see what we come up with. Now, I'm just gonna kind of tell you guys that are doing the most dangerous game that there is one article, one on this particular site that you can use, okay? We also have the photocopied section in Short Stories for Students for the most dangerous game. Okay, so I know it says that I have 7, but I actually don't, because when you're looking through, I mean, teacher librarian, this really doesn't have all of it. So I want to, it's taking it a hot minute. Subjects. There we go. So my subject is the most dangerous game. Look, there's a 1 after it. I'm sorry, guys. But there you go. The Tale of Two Centuries. And this is actually a really, really, really super awesome article. Okay. So just like with Harrison Bergeron, you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to sit here for a hot minute waiting for it to open because your internet's slow. And then you're going to look for those particular keywords, the keywords of things that you are looking for that particular story. So if you're looking for violence and all the different characters that you have, irony, foreshadowing, those are the keywords that you're going to try to look for within that article with your Control F or your Command F option. Okay, took forever, but that's all right. So here we go. We're going to do our Control F, and looks like there is a hit on society. So we could actually use that part, or we can look for irony. Now keep in mind that I stopped at the word iron because it will get irony and it will get ironic. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So let's say that, oh man, we just love this quote. Here we go. We're going to, and I'm actually going to get these 2 sentences. So we're going to highlight it. We're going to make it blue. Okay. And then we're going to type in irony. And then this is where we type our little notes to ourselves and click save. Okay. So once you go through this article with, words like irony, foreshadowing, think of some synonyms that you could also use. And just because it doesn't have one, make sure that you look for other synonyms of foreshadowing or irony or things of that sort. Maybe you want to look at character. Talk and spell. Character. Okay, so characters, characterization. You can actually look for General Zaroff because he is actually in here quite a bit. So keep in mind that, let's say that we like this little part right here. Okay, then we're using a different keyword. So now we're going to use a different color, right? Character. And then we're going to type our annotations. That's our commentary to ourselves, and click save. And again, when we're done, we're going to click send to our Google Drive. And before we navigate away from this page that we've worked so hard on, we're going to double check that it is there. Okay. So when you look in your drive, mine always goes to this priority. It's going to create a folder. Keep in mind, until I started this research, this folder was not here, but there's our article right there. Okay. So again, we're looking at this article, and I've already got my view for the outline format. See, and I'm going to slick down here to where it says highlighted passages. That's the text that I highlighted. Those are my annotations. And just above it, this is my citation. So that's the citation that I would copy and paste to my works cited page. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to do a works cited page in another video. But for right now, what you need to do is go and try your hand at navigating AVL. Keep in mind, if you have questions, just feel free to contact me. Okay, guys. Well, that is just the short little quick lesson on navigating AVL, highlighting and annotating in the Gale Literature database. Keep in mind that I do have additional resources here in the library. I am probably your biggest resource. So if you need help, if you're struggling in any way, shape, form, or fashion, I'm here at 7:30 in the morning, and I'm usually here till almost dark half the time. So you can email me. You can stop by when you get an opportunity. Maybe Miss Edger will have some class time that if you or a small group want to come up and kind of have me go over some stuff one-on-one with you, I'm more than happy to do that. So, all right, that's all today's video, and stay tuned for the next one on how to format your paper in MLA and your MLA works cited page.